of the other characters based on people you actually know?
Were any of the other characters based on people I actually know? Aside from my sister, the only one I'd say is maybe Brahm being a little bit like my dad. Also, Rurin is a bit like my dad. In other words, you don't want to mess with my dad. And I love him very dearly, I should say, too. Yes?
After this, do you have any ideas for a new book series?
Do I have ideas for more books after this? You bet I do. I actually have 20 to 30 completely new books all plotted out. Some are science fiction, some are fantasy, some are mystery, thriller, horror, romance, historical fiction, you name it, I would like to write it. And since I know you're wondering, yes, I do plan to return to the world of Aragon at some point. However, it's not going to be what I do immediately after returning home from this book tour. I've been working on this for 13 years. I need a break. Hopefully, though, you will enjoy what I choose to write next, even if it is a story about flying toasters. Yes?
Have you heard if they're going to make any more movies?
Will they make any more movies?
Please, God,
It is possible that they may adapt more of the books into movies. However, I can't really say anything more than that at the moment, or that some men in dark sunglasses will pick me up and drag me away to a small room somewhere. But hopefully we'll have some news on that fairly soon. Yes, in the back. We've got two questions here. One is, why do I not give the readers any of the true names? That's a great question. There are some authors who've used the idea of true names, like Ursula Le Guin, who do give the readers the true names. However, when I was a young reader reading those books, every time I came across an actual true name on the page, it felt like a letdown to me, because it was just a word on the page. It didn't seem to have the power that it was supposed to. So I made a conscious decision that though the characters know the true names, I was not going to share them with the readers, mainly because the characters don't know you that well, so they wouldn't tell their true names to you. So think of it that way. As for where I get the ideas for my setting and location, a lot of it comes from being in Montana, traveling around the world, and trying to read the entire internet. All those things help inform my world and setting. Yes?
Okay. If you were in Aragon's place, would you take the blue pill or the red pill?
If I were in Aragon's place, would I take the blue pill or the red pill? Well, wouldn't it be if... why not just in the real world?
Okay.
In the real world. Let's see, which one did what? I forget.
Red pill keeps you going.
Blue pill does you still in the matrix, and the red pill takes you out.
Red pill, definitely. Always the red pill. Yes?
Yes, I had a question.
When the Razak came back to Carbahol to attack Roron, you mentioned that pit you dug. Was that what inspired you when it came to building the fortifications?
That's a great question. Did the pit I dug inspire the fortifications in Book 2? Actually, all of the projects I did as a kid, as a young man as well, and definitely helped inform my knowledge of what it is possible to do if you are very determined and have nothing but a claw hammer. Something like that. I built 2 forges growing up. I built an easel. I built forts. I dug holes. I made knives and swords and slingshots. So yes, all of that was a good help. Yes. Where did the idea of Saphira the dragon come from? Well, I grew up with a dog and a cat, and that kind of was part of it. And 2, I loved dinosaurs. And 3, I thought, well, gee, if a dinosaur